So Nick Young is here to purchase some. Well, he purchased some photos. He has them to sign here for a private signing, and we have a whole lot of shots that Nick has, and I'm sure I'm gonna love them. And these are all brought to you, I see, by. You want to say?
Scott Ferenzi.
Yes, Scott Ferenzi has a whole
Never
stack of
before
photos
seen.
for me to sign. Never seen before back here. Just my name.
Yeah.
All right. And this, I believe, was from Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken. IWA. Yes. Where I've wrestled Sherry Martel. Me and Scott have been friends a long time. Scott was a photographer for as long as I can remember. Oh wow, look at this one. Get a close up of this one, please. I love it. Scott got some of the most amazing photos of me from. Oh boy, I think your brother started taking photos when he was like, 14 years old or so. So Scott very involved in the wrestling community. Beautiful photo. I would love one of those, by the way, if you could set one aside.
I love the blue.
Yes.
Blue background.
Yes. He's had great backgrounds, and Scott also, my go there. Also, a guest on the Jerry Springer show with me back in the 90s. One of my first co-guests, let's call them. in a nice way. So, yeah, a lot of these just some awesome stuff. I have some awesome memories with Scott from the Midwest when I worked for Dan Curtis and the Insane Clown Posse. So,
You got a good memory.
yeah. I am I'm old, but my memory's sharp, baby.
Yeah.
So, oh, look at some of these are never seen before photos. I'm catching a lot of these lately. And I know that I had asked so many times, like, does anyone have photos of me? And they were like, oh, no, no, I'd have to check my albums. And I saw so many that, were like this. And gold. It would have been gold back in the day if I'd known about them, too. But happy to have them now and at least have them documented. And I hope to see Scott one day soon. I miss Scott. He's a good boy. I miss seeing him. He takes great pictures. So first, that's always
He got all these on file, so I'll message him and have him send it to you.
awesome.
Nice.
I was wondering who took this because I have a few of these that he gave me copies of, but I didn't want to use them to sell because I didn't remember who took them.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know who to give credit to, and I was like, I know they're not JT's, so, and I checked with him and Bob, and they weren't any of his, but now I know.
Yeah.
Okay, this one also, odd. I thought this was a JT, but I see that it is actually a Scott. So, yes, I remember these. This is one that I didn't get.
Oh,
but I do
a lot of
remember
people
the
love that
set.
one. That's
Yes, a lot of people love
one of
this
my
one.
favorites,
So
this is
good
different.
shot, Scott.
Yeah.
It's different.
Good stuff.
Oh, that's a. There you go.
Hear you making noises. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yes, me and the Misfits, Derek Domino and Harley Lewis. Always interesting photos of all three of us. And now, unfortunately, I am the only one that you're probably going to get to sign this photo because I'm the only one around. But, great times. Scott was there for a lot of Misfit adventures, actually. So, it's Scott's got a lot of great pictures of us. I'm happy we can schedule this private signing. Long,
Yeah.
You know? So, here's one from Cleveland. Those were from the Eddie Gilbert Memorial. These are from what I remember. I believe Cleveland All Pro Wrestling in some of the first hardcore death matches between myself and Madman Pondo for JT Lightning.
Yeah, Scott told me you were Cleveland All Pro.
Yes, for a very long time.
You're one of the actual original ECW originals.
Yes, exactly.
I love it.
And a lot of people don't realize that, regardless of what other females say, I was, one of the first ones here in the early 90s. So
You got hard way before
we go.
any female, right? Your first
Yes,
female.
yes. I was actually I did a virtual with Eric Sims that I thought was very informative to people if they didn't know who I was, and we went through because Eric's got some of the first blood photos of me ever. Just great stuff and stuff that Japanese women were doing this back in the day, but I was the only American at the time. Look at that.
That's a
How
great
cute.
one.
That's my mink. Yeah. I'm missing my mink. So lots of a lot of photos I thought were someone else's.
Oh, was that one of Eric's pictures?
Some
right?
of them I did get off like. Dude.
Oh, okay. Because I was figuring, I know Eric had that one today. Oh, this is an unusual one from, I believe, Stranglemania. One of the first Stranglemanias in, let's see, 1997 or 1998, I believe.
JCW.
Yes, JCW. So this is an interesting one. Just like to put my name and not any particular other names because I went by so many different names, you know, that you never know what people want. So just the old Angel Amoroso will do. And of course, I'm a little fidgety with my mental condition. So sometimes you'll get an autograph that looks a little different, but you could see that I'm signing it right now. So if you're getting these from Scott, they've been signed by me officially. You don't have to worry about that. They are all authentic. Just have problems keeping my hands still. See, these are great. I could have used these on, the last few shows. And although other vendors said that they were poor quality and will come out too pixelated, I see that this one, is exactly
It's
how
a
I
little
thought
grainy,
it would
but
be.
yeah.
It's grainy, but so,
It looks vintage,
someone
I
will
think,
be
yeah.
interested in it. Yes, I actually like it. This one was actually a lot of people's favorites during the '90s. This was also from IWA. Let me see this. In Kentucky, where I had a three-way match with the Misfits and myself against Madman Pondo, Hack Myers, and actually I think it was War Machine was the third, and the end was just supposed to be like I don't know. It turned out different. Frank did his move, and that was supposed to be the end. And then I went ahead and leg dropped Tack Myers from the top rope, and that's what they had to write in results. And everybody got real angry at me. So, but I remember that as being like a pretty fun time from that, and I didn't see anything wrong with it. So, and Hack Myers loved it. That's a great shot right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great stuff that I have not seen before. Now I know this is a Scott because So I have a really good memory for my age, you know. So is this a Scott? Wow, that's a long time ago. I would just put a little black blue mark across Malaya's. Okay, so we'll just
There you go.
make that a little my little symbol there that I like to do.
Oh, the infinity
Yeah.
symbol?
My
Right.
infinity symbol so that people know. And I will sign my name on her back so that you can see it. Because being blue, you know, it's easier to see. Okay, yeah, this is a Scott. I recall this. This is from old NWA New Jersey, the Misfits as the tag team champions at the time. And in several different photos. I don't want to sign over anyone. Oh,
There we
and,
go.
and the old but this is better quality, right?
Yeah.
I have ones like this, but this is and I think they're 8x10, but they are poor quality and not, you know, so glossy. These are great quality. I love that. And a Craig Pendergrass.
That's it.
So Craig getting a lot of play with his pictures lately. We love that. We love Craig to, you know, get as many pictures out there as possible. This is a real interesting one from Cleveland All Pro Wrestling or Stranglemania. That I'm thinking Cleveland All Pro Wrestling because we were there for a good amount of time, and I think I recognized the wooden wall and being slammed into it over and over again. So, yeah, good times with Madman Pondo and all that crew from the Midwest. Love it. This here is from the Eddie Gilbert Memorial Show in, let's see, 1997, I believe. I believe it was 1997. I managed Derek Domino against Gold Dust in the main event. And then I also managed Harley Lewis against Marty Jannetty in like a semi kind of main event, I guess you would say. So these are the shots from the Eddie Gilbert Memorial. I'm pretty damn messy here. So I would imagine it's after the show. Then this was after you know, Gold Dust threw a wig in my face, and you know, I was, oh, this is one. This is a great one. Look at that.
Yeah, I know.
That is fantastic. I absolutely love these. You get a good.
It's great to see
signature on.
never before seen pictures of yourself.
Yes, it really
You know?
is. Seriously, people get confused by that. That doesn't say Rosa. That says Amoroso. I do a little squiggle on the end because it's like a compulsion I have. I just can't help it. So deal with it. That is the way I write sometimes. And then sometimes I forget my last name because I've been married so many times.
There you go.
I forget who I am.
There you
So
go.
there's that. Sometimes you'll see Walsh or Polish scribbled on there. You don't know what you're getting.
You see Todd?
Actually, and I got some nice little video footage with Todd. It was a
That's awesome.
wonderful reunion. We got to talk about a lot of old times and spend a few minutes together before I crashed and had to leave. But yeah, oh, great one of me and Tommy Cairo.
Yes.
My buddy Tommy. I'm waiting for Tommy to come back.
Is he doing better?
So, yeah, unfortunately, Tommy lost his leg to sepsis. So, but you can get him to sign this when, you know, he makes a comeback. He'll be coming back around with me at the conventions soon enough. So, he's getting fit for a prosthetic, and he's very positive about everything that's going on. So, just wishing for the best for the Iron Man. He actually makes jokes now that, oh, I'm actually an Iron Man now. Look at that one, I'm a mess. I know, like a total mess with the beer in my hand, and Don Montoya there, just, you know. Oh, look at this! Wow, this is looking like I had some kind of official wrestling here. Okay.
Lacing them up.
Yeah, this I assume from the looks of all the thumbtacks in my boots and my knee pads there that this was probably Cleveland All Pro Wrestling, because that's where me and Pondo did most of that stuff. That's it looks like I'm peeling the thumbtacks out of my boots. So there. These were some good times in the 90s, and now we are getting to satisfy some people with some pictures and rewinding them, you know, taking them back in time, like Wrestling Rewind, like we do in Wrestling Rewind.
That's it.
The private signing for Wrestling Rewind. So now we're
The Tommy
getting to go
Cairo.
back in time here. Tribute to Tommy Cairo, and there's myself and Shane Douglas from when I was the head cheerleader back in ECW, the original head cheerleader. I'm going to sign right above my head here, so you know it's me, because of course there's no mistaking me from France.
Can you write that on like across your chest, like original cheerleader? The original.
Oh
cheerleader.
yeah. I would be proud
My
to.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Mhm. There you go. See, that's the way you sign something.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, beautiful. Oh, a childhood one. I don't know about these so much. I'm not sure if you're going to get Jerry Lawler to sign those, but let's see. Oh, and there's one we won't throw in there. But yeah, okay. Aside from, you know what, I'm going to sign these, but the last two, maybe not. Let's see if you could get Jerry Lawler to sign them. I'm sure you probably won't have a problem with it. This was from, let's see, 19. I'm going to call it. Jack would know this exact. I'm going to call it 1988, possibly 1987. So I was like 12 or 13 years old in this picture, and this was at a lunch and award ceremony that we had for Jerry the King Lawler. And right before we went, they took a bus trip to Memphis to see, go on tour with USWA Wrestling. So that was a very exciting time for us. So these last two, I'm going to just turn like this. And I'm thinking about
It's okay. I wasn't sure.
the last two I'm not going to sign. I might even draw a little over there. But let's just leave those face down.
Okay.
We're not going to sign those. But there you go.
Thank
There's
you.
the last one. And that completes our private signing here on Wrestling Rewind. I am your host, Angel Amoroso, and I hope that you've enjoyed this. And if you would like to participate in a private signing with me, please contact me on Facebook. I am there under just Angel Amoroso. So inbox me and let me know whether you would be interested in a private signing with me, the ECW original Queen of Hardcore. So until the next time, keep it cute or suck it through a hose. Good night.